Okay, here she is compared to Molly. As you can see, the head is still bigger than Molly's. This is another doll from the same time period, 1989. Like my Samantha, same time period. So I'm trying to compare to see what the differences are. I think mostly the head is just way bigger on Claudine. So definitely interesting that her head is so much bigger. I think if I didn't buy this doll, I'd always wonder, you know, how she compares to an American Girl. So I had to buy her to find out. So her head is definitely bigger than Molly's. Her limbs are a little bit different. Let me show you. See, she still has 5 fingers, of course, but her limbs, I think, are shaped a little bit differently. Because she doesn't have 2 fingers stuck together. She has 3 fingers that are kind of stuck together. Where on Molly, you can see that the limbs are a little bit different. On the hands, I wanted to show that on Molly's hands. See, she's got some dimples on her fingers, which is interesting. She's got like some dimples on her fingers. So I think she's actually a toddler. I think so. I think she's a toddler doll, but she's got a blown up head from American Girl, which is really interesting. But she does look like an American Girl doll, but I think she's a toddler because her limbs are so much bigger and chunkier. See how chunky her legs are compared to Molly's? See how chunky she is? So I think that she's more of a toddler because when I was a toddler, I was a lot chunkier. So toddlers are usually a lot chubbier than older girls. Well, I shouldn't say that all the time, but toddlers are usually chunkier than kids that are older and taller. So because they're smaller, they pack on some pounds. I don't know. She just looks like a toddler in comparison. It's just super cool. So I'm going to compare her to Kirsten next, which is probably the doll that looks most like her. So that'll be my Kirsten. I'm going to compare her to my Kirsten next, and we will see how she looks next to Kirsten.